Hi, I'm Eric Summerer, and here's what's coming from the Dice Tower this week.
Hey, this is Tom Vassell, and you're listening to the Dice Tower Network News for April 23rd to the 30th, 2012. In the board game world of news, let's see, both Origins and Gen Con have announced a slate of guest stars that they're going to have there, and Origins did a pretty good job. They got Will Wheaton and Felicia Day. And Gen Con has a whole bunch of people, but none of them I don't think have anything to do with board games. So I think Origins has won in that category. We have a new Hobbit card game from Martin Wallace that's been announced. That looks interesting. DC Comic deck building game. Okay, well that's a great combination. Fantasy Flight Games has announced some new deck boxes that not only will hold a deck of cards, but also some pieces. GMT has done a complete update, announced a whole pile of things that they're coming out with. Our own Michael Fox has started up a Kickstarter for his new game, Ace of Spies. Sentinels of the Multiverse is coming out with a second edition on Kickstarter that will incorporate some of the changes that they brought out in their expansion. And I guess Puzzle Strike is going to go one better on them with a third edition coming of Puzzle Strike. And then let's see, we have Mage Wars, which is coming out soon. We've been talking about that game for over a year, but it's getting pretty close to being released. On the video side of things, well, folks, this week you're just going to have to wait and see what videos are. I got a couple from Joe Stedman in the can and from the Chief. And other than that, you're just going to have to wait and see what comes out. It's a busy time of the year. On the podcasting side of things, Plaid Hat number 43 has been released, where they talk about PAX, the Penny Arcade Expo. Shut Up and Sit Down has come out with Season 2, Episode 3. Will they make it home safely? Watch and laugh. And the Dice Tower number 253, where Dexter tells us what's going on in his life. One of our contributors gives up a wonderful game. Jeff talks about criticism in the board gaming world, and we talk about how often we get to game. Well, folks, that's about it for this time, but before I go, I want to mention, if you do like the Dice Tower, you can support us by donating to the Dice Tower, and we will send you custom Dice Tower dice, or a custom Dice Tower, or some promo cards for Eminent Domain, provided by Tasty Minstrel Games, or Summoner Wars, provided from Plaid Hat Games. You can find all that information out at Dicetower.com. And you can find out our news at Dicetowernews.com. Until next week.
Find all this and more at Dicetower.com. See you soon.